हमारे ऐसे बिल्कुल 100% आई थिंक वी हैव प्योरिटी ऑफ इंटेंट. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? वी आर नॉट हियर फॉर रेटिंग्स, वी आर नॉट हियर फॉर कॉमर्स, वी आर हियर बिकॉज वी बिलीव दैट देयर इज अ नेशनलिस्टिक कॉज. You know, there is without doubt there is a nationalistic cause. I think he's wanting to give you the mic out there. So the point here is, I want General Bakshi to come in because General Bakshi हमारे एक तरह से comrade in arms है हमारे साथ हमेशा. हर लड़ाई में हमारे साथ रहे. General Bakshi is like a father figure to me and he knows it. So I want to go to General Bakshi क्योंकि बहुत बार लोगों ने देखा है कि General Bakshi गुस्सा हो जाते हैं और लोग पूछते हैं कि General Bakshi को गुस्सा क्यों आता है. But I think he has the same feeling as us. Purity of intent and clarity of thought. So why don't you ask him? We can take the guidance of people like General Bakshi, General KJ Singh. They are our seniors on how we should approach our journey in digital media. Sohail, please.
General Bakshi, अगर आप बताएं जो बात अर्नब कह रहे हैं, सोशल मीडिया पर भी इसकी बहुत बात होती है कि आपको गुस्सा आ जाता है, लेकिन वो गुस्सा हम सबको आता है जो पोस्ट फर्स्ट और कंट्री फर्स्ट की बात करता है, इंडिया फर्स्ट की बात करता है, और हमें लगता है जब आप दिल से बोलते हैं तब वो गुस्सा साफ नजर आता है. जो शुरुआत अर्नब गोस्वामी ने की इस बात को लेकर कि एक वो वक्त था जिस वक्त जो टेररिस्ट हैं उन्हें विक्टिम जैसा दिखाया जाता और जो फोर्सेज हैं उन्हें.
मैं फौज में था. आई सर्व्ड एज अ सेक्टर कमांडर, राष्ट्रीय राइफल किश्तवाड़. आई हैव फेस्ड द ब्रंट ऑफ इट. उसके बाद मैं रोमियो फोर्स रजौरी. हेलो हेलो, कैन यू हेयर मी अर्नब?
बोलिए
बोलिए, आवाज आ रही है जनरल साहब.
हेलो,
आई कैन हियर यू सर.
हेलो,
वी कैन हियर यू सर. शायद फोन but we'll try to go back to General Bakshi again because people want to hear him. You see, General Bakshi and people like him, Sucharita, the straightforwardness with which they put things through. इसमें कोई theory नहीं है, ये practical life experience की बात करते हैं हमेशा. And I think somewhere there is a chord that he touches with people.
और जब हम कहते हैं अर्नब कि he is a veteran, इन्होंने युद्ध देखा है, इन्होंने वो परिस्थितियां देखी हैं जिसमें सेना काम करती है. उन परिस्थितियों में काम करने के बाद, सैनिकों को देखने के बाद अगर कोई सवाल उठाए उन सैनिकों पर और सबूत मांगे तो वो वही गुस्सा आता है जो जनरल बख्शी को आ रहा है, जो कई बार अक्सर उनका गुस्सा फूटता है, हम कैमरे पर देखते हैं. इसीलिए जब
I think he's back. General Bakshi, line had got cut. आप बोल रहे थे, please continue sir. We can hear you clearly now. General Bakshi, we can hear you clearly now. Please continue, sir.
Thank you, Arnab. You know, thank you. Arnab, it has been a long journey with you, and it has been, you know, it has had its ups and downs, but the fact is, you can't really imagine the kind of change that you have brought to the narrative, to the national perspective. You know, when there is an assault, let's not minimize the threat. The Chinese are turning out reams and reams on cognitive warfare, on changing perceptions, on changing narratives, on changing the story, on using spin doctoring of the news. We were at the receiving end. Arnab, I served as a sector commander in Kishtwar. I had to face the boys who said, साहब, एक तो हम अपना जान जो है जोखिम में डाल रहे हैं, मर रहे हैं, घायल हो रहे हैं, ऊपर से साहब हम गाली खा रहे हैं, ऊपर से साहब रिटायरमेंट के बाद हमको बुला के यहाँ कोर्ट कचहरियों के चक्कर लगाए जाएंगे. आप बताइए साहब, हम क्या करें? That was the situation. I'm telling you where the shoe pinches. I have been on the ground. I have had to face those boys. I've had to hold their hands as they were dying. I have seen a boy shot up with his gut spilling out, trying to put it back so that the doctor can stitch him up, and then to face this calumny and slander, you know, from these ersatz coffee drinking club of people who would sit in, you know, very expensive Baresto restaurants and berate the army, abuse the Jawans, call them rapists, murderers, you know, put you on the back foot, stymie your operations. I've seen it all, Arnab. The army appointed me as the Brigadier General Staff Information Warfare in Jammu and Kashmir. I had to face the brunt of it. We didn't have allies like you then when I was in service. It's after retirement that we've really, you know, got an ally in the media. An ally who has made a difference. You made a difference. Dash it all. You know the narratives that were being propagated in JNU. They didn't want the national flag there. Indian Army, de ragada, de ragada. Who changed that narrative? Do you hear those slogans there now, Arnab? You don't. And I'm very straightforward. The country has your channel and you to thank for it, because there is somebody who taken up cudgels on the national behalf, on behalf of the country, on behalf of the poor soldier who's getting shot at, who has no way of defending himself from calumny and slander. Slander. And not just the Jawan. I mean the previous chief of defense staff being called a sadak chap gunda. Why won't it boil your blood? It will. It hurts. It hurts very deeply, Arnab. And we had nobody to go to. Nobody to stand up and speak for us. You know, I remember we used to go to a certain channel where one of those ladies acted like the prima donna, you know, like that queen of the narrative. And the moment you started defending the army, you know, in her public adalat, she would just snatch the mic from you. That was it. You couldn't talk in defense of the armed forces, in defense of the nation. You had to grovel before a foreign imported narrative of human rights. Very selective human rights. If the American army did things in Iraq, in Afghanistan, it was par for the course. If the Chinese tortured the people of the Uyghurs of Xinjiang, it was par for the course. But the Indian army was to be selected, to be vilified, to be slandered, and, you know, made to feel guilty. There are two disorganizing emotions in combat, Arnab. One is fear, the other is guilt. When a whole army of media spin doctors take on the cudgels to impose guilt upon the nation, guilt for defending yourself, guilt for defending your people, guilt for defending the pundits.
Open the lines.
It's not secular. Let the pundits be killed. You know, Pandit lives matters. Hindu lives matter in Kashmir, anywhere else. But that narrative
Open
was
the lines.
one of, you know,
No, I'm getting a lot of calls, General Bakshi.
Socialism, secularism.
I'm getting a lot of calls, General Bakshi.
Changed that narrative.
I'm getting a lot of calls of people watching you, listening to you. Right now, a lot of people are saying, General Bakshi, हमको phone lines खोल दीजिए आज. Phone lines खोल दीजिए आज. People are saying, General Bakshi. People are saying,
you are so aligned.
Thank you, General Bakshi.